Oh boy, people are waking up, people are realizing how much they've been lied. Guys, welcome to the channel, and we'll be reacting to PC 101's Misleading, I Go on a Rant video. Misleading, I go on a rant, and a bit of a rant about decorating. This thing that we have about blaming ourselves. Oh, you're going on a rant. You're crying. No one is crying. And is it a rant? Okay. You're basically criticizing things that should be criticized. That's not crying. That's not going on a rant the way I see it. That's basically talking about something in a video game that is worthy of a critical view, right? Within the context of how little importance video games in general have. And I know that for some people, video games are a huge part of their life, and maybe for me it was at a point as well, when I was a lot younger and didn't have 3 kids and a wife and life going on, and I still try to make time to play because I enjoy it. That's why when you see these things, you have a right to say, hey, wait a minute, you're doing shitty things, you're doing scammy things just to make more money, and going against the nature of what a video game is supposed to be. I have a right to point that out. Anyway, let's get to this thing.
Hello there. So I'm going to be upfront with you guys. This is probably going to be an incredibly negative video, very salty. I'm going to be channeling my angry Scotsman in this video.
Angry Scotsman.
I kind of feel like I have to get this off my chest because it's really been irritating me during the whole Evocati and the PTU one wave. And there was a thing that happened about a week or 2 ago which really irritated me, which we'll get into. And then there was a tweet today from Dev responding to a video on Twitter that Expat Brett did. And that's kind of triggered me to make this video because I'm kind of really peed off. So a little feedback being that I am very much suffering from a medical condition called loot goblinitis. Basically, if it ain't nailed down, I'm having it. It's like, I don't need any of the stuff in this loot box. I don't.
This is a huge part. This is a huge, and I'm sorry but listen, for a lot of people, as I was saying before, for many of us, this is just a video game, this is just fun, this is just when you have time to waste, which isn't really wasted when you're having fun. There's a lot of scientific proof against that. In terms of having fun is important for human beings. Of course, having fun not in front of a computer is even better. Going outside, breathing fresh air, swimming in the ocean is a lot better than... But for a lot of people, that's not even an option. And this is something I realize older in life, like so many things. Besides the gray hair, there's other things you learn as you grow older, which is not everyone is as lucky as you are. Not everyone has a beautiful wife and a family and kids and everything. No, for a lot of people, there's none of that. For a lot of people, it's economics. For a lot of people, it's social skills that they've lacked, and this is their escapism. This is, oh, I'm a badass in Star Citizen, right? You don't shoot real guns. You have never trained in firearms, tactical use. These are not things that are part of your life. But when it goes down to Metal Gear Solid or Call of Duty or whatever the hell it is you've been playing lately, then you feel that rush, right? And then there's a simple fact for those of us that actually have shot a lot is shooting is very expensive. It's actually quite, bullets are not exactly cheap. But besides that, there's people that are wheelchair bounded, people that have serious medical conditions. And for those guys, this is a big part of their life. So when you're playing with these sort of things, Chris Roberts and the rest of the CIG folks, you're playing with things that, yeah, for me it's just a video game and I can laugh my ass out about it. I mean, I don't enjoy being ripped off, which at times I do feel here, and up until the point where, oh, now I see what you're doing, and it's up to you to keep on funding this thing, which I still have the referral, by the way, you want to give this a try, if money is really not an issue for you, and not only money is not being an issue for you, is you like the idea of ruining the game by financing the path in which this is going, instead of instead of controlling your urge of, I want to buy this. Lately, I haven't had that urge. There's nothing I really feel like, oh, I want to, fly in master mode? No. But even from a moral point of view, you're making the game worse by financing this attitude, this business model that they've been pushing, okay? But let's say you still want to do it, man, that is freedom. Just go. Buy whatever. Buy a Banu Merchantman for all I give a fuck, right? I mean, I honestly would rather you didn't, because I know that the less money they get, the more likely they are to change their stance on what their business model should be. So I would encourage you to not, at this point, I would encourage you to not spend a single cent. Don't use my referral that there below to buy even a starter ship at this point, which in the past I have recommended for people that want to try it out. At this time, no. Seriously, I don't need the referral. I don't need a damn thing. Again, freedom, capitalism. If you want to do it, go for it. But really, you're making things worse.
Even need a loot box, but I'm still going to take it. So when they announced at CitizenCon that we'd be able to get persistent hangars and be able to decorate those hangars, I was super excited for that. I mean, other than the Jesus server mission tech, this is definitely my top 3 things in Star Citizen I was looking forward to. And then once we got it in Evo, I was kind of disappointed that, like, the 2 things I saw right after CitizenCon, I said it straight after CitizenCon, and I've talked to people, mentioned it to other people, was the fact that you have 2 problems. You have the physics system does not allow you to stack objects on another object,
which is true. It's not real.
Non-physical, which, I mean, sorry, it has its physics. So like stuff boxes you can push around. You start putting physical objects on top of other physical objects, that's a no-go. It's going to start freaking out. It can eventually settle and stay, but it's very, very buggy. And as soon as you go above like 2, 3 items on one another, that's just straight up a no-go. And then the other issue was going to be that I saw was your ship engines. If you ever went to SPK and you fly outside SPK, all the items outside blast around inside SPK, which is crazy, being it's supposed to be an airtight box. Or if you went down to Crash...
Yeah, things have no weight. And in one of my videos, I turn around and where has everything gone? I spent like half an hour stacking shit here, and now it's nowhere to be seen. It's because it has no weight, and just it's your ship blowing crap around. It is you just walking past something a little bit too close. You just push an entire table, and it goes flying across the hangar. It is terrible. This is not alpha. This is just a teenager trying shit out that somehow managed to make $700 million. That is the stage in which this is. Oh, but it's an alpha. No, this is supposed to be solid. Guys, this was announced as a feature. This is supposed to be solid progress in this project dash game.
Caterpillar site, when you're going into land, you can see all the little one SU, not those little boxes, fly all over the floor. So it's like, well, as soon as I come into land or take off in my hangar, isn't all my decorations just going to go flying around into the corner? I'm like, okay, well, I'm sure they will resolve those issues before we get it. And 9 months later, I think it's 9 months later, SCL put out this video.
9 months later! 9 months later, still shit. A year later, they can't fix the feature they announced to be the big thing in this game.
And I'm like, yo, this is amazing. I love this. This is exactly what I want. But being that I've played Evo when they made this video, I know this is complete and utter BS. Like I said, you can't stack stuff on top of one another that's a physical item. You can't.
This is the scam. This is the lie. This is where it becomes a scam, when you're lying about the things you can actually do in the game simply so as to get someone to fall in love with the idea, give you money for it when it was not real. That's a scam. Now, yeah, sure, when you take them to in front of a judge and they will, oh no, but this is just part of the marketing. This could potentially one day be the way in which and everything. And we say it has a disclaimer. Everything you see is nothing is real. So you're very dishonest. You're lying all the time. You know you're lying, and you know why you're lying. So as to make money, so as to use this in your marketing, for people to believe there's something in this game which it is not. It is simply not there. Just all of these, this would crash. This would burn your PC down if you even try this. Besides, this not even lasting a second the minute you walk past it or you get a ship out of there.
I put stuff on table easily. It'll start rattling around and shaking. The more stuff you put on that table, the worse it's going to get. This feels incredibly misleading. Now, I know SEL, ISC, they want to advertise a feature, and they want to do it at the best case scenario, like top of the range thing, but it kind of has this negative effect that you're setting expectations way up here when you're actually kind of delivering way down here, and you were never...
That's where you're wrong, pal. PC 101. That's where you're wrong. This is perfect. This is genius in terms of marketing and sales. We lie about what you can actually do in game, and then when you go in there, well, you already bit the hook. You already paid. This was always a lie.
You're going to go up here. You're hoping that that's like the best case scenario, where this kind of feels misleading. This is like when you go to a fast food kind of vending place, and you look at the board and you go, oh, look at that burger, that's super nice. And then you get the burger and it's just like...
It's worse. It's worse than that, because this can be labeled as, well, yeah, this burger was actually this one, but when it got smashed. And it's very interesting. I actually saw a video on how they make these. They put like little pieces of stuff right there, right, and all of these drops. So they make this, but this is actually this. It just looks a little bit different, but this is actually this. You will have X amount of slices. It's gonna be in there, and there's gonna be a bit of lettuce there. It's gonna be smashed, whatever it is. But this is different. This is not the same thing. You cannot do these things in this game.
Flat ass pancake thing that looks like somebody sat on. It feels so misleading, and I don't think it's like it's obviously not negative. It's not maliciously misleading.
Yes, it is.
They're showing best case scenario. So whenever I watch ISC, it's like, I always see stuff like this. I'm like, that's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. They're trying to put their best foot forward, but it's still irritates me, because you're selling. It's kind of like you're selling this, but you're not delivering this. Exactly. And I think that's why I was so like really annoyed when I saw it. Kind of really angered me when I saw this video, because it's like, I want this, and I almost made this video, but I thought, no, I'm just gonna let it go. Just get over it. It's only a...
You can't do. You cannot even do 1% of what you see here in terms of stacking stuff and having everything. Honestly, I think this is just paint, or some graphic software in which they just move shit around and pretend. This is not real. This does not happen. I mean, not even 10% of this can be done in game.
And then I saw a tweet today, and it kind of really, I saw a couple of hours ago, and this was what the tweet was the catalyst to making this video, because it really... So basically, there was a tweet expat Brat did, which is basically she made a video that filled the ship with lots of seats, kind of turning into like an airplane kind of thing, which is really cool. I like it. It got quite a lot of views on it. But there was a dev that commented on it saying, "You're welcome." And Ian was awesome. The fact that he fixed the fish tank. So the fish tank, you couldn't track to beam, but now you can track to beam. Unfortunately, the other 90% of hangar decoration stuff don't work. And he kind of commented that they don't have time to do it. But basically, Expat is pointing out that the stuff that you put down will just get blasted everywhere from the engines. Basically, that you can decorate your hangar, and as soon as you fly a ship off the pad, everything just gets blown away. And he kind of comments saying, haha, yeah, I'm very much aware of this too. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to look into what the best option would be to lock them in place.
So disingenuous. So disingenuous. This is why scam citizen, because they know they're lying. They are purposefully lying simply so as to get people into it. And then, so it was all a lie? Yeah, we were just lying.
We have some ideas. It's been 9 months since sets ago, and obviously prior to that,
all liars, bunch of fucking liars.
Be an issue. You're not addressing it. You're just going to ship it out with the hangar decorations basically being a no-go. You're not going to really be able to decorate your hangar for the reasons I mentioned. Completely blunt, the devs at CIG are amazing, even the marketing department. So this is not a go at Ian. I just don't understand. Like,
I will take a go at Ian. You are a piece of shit. You're lying. I don't care if this is your job. Get a decent job, dude. You're working for someone that is lying and again, you don't know what people's lives are like. You have no idea. Maybe someone in a fucking wheelchair is making a sacrifice to buy into whatever ship because he thinks he's gonna feel a little bit better in his life when he stacks his shit in his hangar. He's counting on that so as to have a better day. And you, motherfucker, you're just monetizing this and you're working on it. But it's just my job. Fuck that. You have any idea how many horrible things have been done throughout history, but it's just my job. Get a decent job. If you're doing this, get a decent job. And if you're part of this, you can easily say, you know what? I'll do my programming, I'll do this, I'll do that, but I won't go online putting my face on Twitter or whatever it is and lying to people about what you can do here or not. I'll just do my job. I'll just do what I have to do, but I won't go out there lying to people to their faces, tricking people into something I know is not real, because this is not real. And this is getting ridiculous at this point.
From an upper point of management, how you don't how you think that's a good idea to just ship it out like that. I mean, Hangar decoration, any decorations is a huge money maker. Well, I say huge, I don't know, but the fact that like a mount in World of Warcraft made more money than the whole of StarCraft 2 shows how much people like ship decorations and paints and skins. Like, making items that you can decorate is so much less resource consuming from a...
Exactly, and this is why you don't have a game, because instead of wasting time and money and work hours in actually making the game that we're all desperately asking for, it is a lot more profitable to make a new shitty, a new ship, which at this point, a ship is decoration in this online service so-called game. That's why they do it, and that's why the more you finance this, the less game we will have.
Company point in building this whole ship. You could pump all this stuff, all these decoration stuff you could make from scratch and sell on the website faster than you can make one ship. So how are you not like, how is that not a priority to get the hangar stuff, decoration stuff, the ability to decorate your hangar locked down so that you can sell stuff to make money? Anyway,
no, because as I said, the real decoration is the ship. The ship is useless. All of the ships we have are basically, pretty much useless. There's no need for 90% of the ships we have in this thing. It's just about buying something pretty, which at the end of the day, it's the same concept as a decoration. But why is it that they don't care about shit flying around? Well, because it will require a lot of work, and people obviously don't care. The moment they see money that stops flowing in, that's the moment they will take us seriously. That's the moment they will say, okay, so shit is not okay to fly around? Okay, so we actually have to make a game here?
I kind of want to let it there. I'm kind of getting really ranting. Right, Future PC here. I realized I didn't give my suggestion on how I would fix it. So I'm adding this after I've edited the video.
Okay.
It's great. This is the plan.
I'll skip this because he's going to talk about things, how to fix these things, and CIG has no intention on fixing a damn thing. This is the point in which these good intending people like PC 101 and even from the videos of Morphologist, he says he throws suggestions, right? And Avenger 1, right? That's a guy that used to, fly, and that's a guy that also made his suggestions. All of these good intended people make suggestions thinking that the company actually cares or wants to make things better, instead of just saying, okay, what are we selling? What can we have a quick ship to sell for this expo? What, a little doll to sell for decoration? Oh, it flies all over the place. Well, you just place it again. That's gameplay. Guys, that's the reality of this thing. It has become Scam Citizen. It's no longer a meme. It's no longer a joke. Take care.